I'm proud of it now, where I don't think I was proud of it when we were doing it. And I'm not sure why, because it's hard. And
even when it
did well.
Even when it was a huge success right away, you didn't take pride in that.
No,
you really didn't.
I don't remember.
You didn't allow yourself to.
Yeah.
Why is that? Because it wasn't something you probably grew up with. Were your parents very supportive and all that?
My parents were like, they
were proud of you. They're like, look what you've done.
Yeah,
but you didn't see it.
Right. And I mean, not right being stop. I mean, right being like, in some ways, like we were joking around earlier about like, sometimes you need your back against the wall to get something done. Right. We were just joking about that. And maybe that was my trigger back then.
Yeah.
And I'm a little better at that now. Like sometimes I have those, I don't know if you have them or you might have them, but every once in a while you get those nightmares where you're on a set where you're not prepared. You don't have the lines, but everybody else is. And it's amazing how you can create this whole thing in a dream.
That doesn't exist.
Like there's a script and there's lines and I don't write. You write. I don't know if you write or not. But like, it's a whole thing. And they're like, no, we're doing this scene today. And you're looking at it and you're like, oh my God. And it's taken me till about last year where in those moments in my dreams, I'll be like, nah, this is a dream. There's no way this would happen. I know now. There's no way I would not know what's happening.
So you were putting pressure on yourself and your dreams were translating into that. And I also think, do you think maybe that you were so young and so like good looking guy, hit show, young, all this stuff. Do you think there's part of it like, I want to play the part of a movie star. I want to be more ambiguous. I want to be like, I want people to perceive me as maybe this. And you were maybe thinking what you were doing would create that. And then ultimately you didn't like it.
I felt and still feel like I was there to do the work. And that's it.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to be bothered other than that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I may have come off as like not, the most, I don't know, hopefully I was polite, but I wasn't a jerk.
You're always
but I was there for like, we're doing the work today. That's all I want. That's all.
Well, you were a great leader in that regard because you always just, you're like, let's go, let's do it. We got to make this day. We got to, and part of it was you're working every hour. Some people were just coming in, doing a scene and leaving. It's like, let's go. I know you're having fun because you're here for 4 hours. Yeah. I'm here for 16. Let's go. And that can get, you talk to a lot of guys like Amel and Tyler. It's never easy. It's never as easy as being a lead is so exciting. And like from the perspective of like an audience, the fans are like, you're the star, you're all these things. It's so much, but there's so much pressure. There's so much more that it's hard to enjoy because you don't have the time to really enjoy. You don't have the time to just go, hey, I'm going to go to Cabo for a week. Yeah, right.
No, you're not.
You're not going to Cabo.
No, you're not.
Yeah. No, I know.
It took me a couple years to figure this out, but I used to make a list during the season. And whenever I felt like there was something I wanted to do that I couldn't do, I'd put it down on this piece of paper. And I kept it in my trailer. And then I would look at that during the off season. And you'd be surprised how many of those things I really didn't feel like doing.
Yeah.
But it was a way of me going, when I don't have when I'm not on the show and I do have the time, I need to be doing these things. Otherwise, you're just sitting around.
Yeah, sedentary. We talk about that on the podcast a lot. It's like so many people do it, and it's easy to get caught up in like, I'm just going to watch a show. I'm going to eat. I'm going to not leave the house. I'm going to just hang out. It's comfort zone. And it's so unhealthy. It's not just unhealthy. People think, well, you're sitting around.
Yeah.
Your body is not moving.
Right.
It's bad for your heart. It's bad for your digestion. It's bad for, you have muscle mass and things like that. I've done that, and I'm trying to get out of that. And it really, you get depressed the longer you don't do things.
Well, I also
that's why people stay busy. I understand that now.
Yeah, there is a reason that you just keep moving so that you don't have to stop and think.
Yeah,
there's that. But my wife talks about like being passionate. Like what's passionate? Like what do you want to do? And there's a lot of things sometimes that you do in your life that maybe you're not passionate about, but you do to keep yourself moving so that you don't have to really look at something. So I don't know. But I do feel like on the show I was just like next.
And on the podcast now you're able to turn it around and kind of
I feel like I'm absorbing it more.
Yeah, I could tell you're having fun, which is good.
I mean, I just follow your guys' lead most of the time.
Ryan, do you sense like he has fun doing it?
Like, yeah. I wouldn't do it by myself.
No.
Well, no. No. It looks like you're having fun. I think as far as like your memory of the show goes, it's kind of interesting. Like when we get towards the end of a season, you definitely go blank.
Yeah.
And you mention it's because like you're so tired filming that thing. And like, yeah, we're trying to remember the finale like of the last season. You're like, I got nothing.
Nothing.
You're just nothing.
Yeah. And you don't try to act like you remember things. You're just like, no, I don't. And I feel the same way. I can't.
How do I'm trying to put three things together real quick that I enjoy the podcast because when I watch it, I remember things that I like, which then makes me remember more things I like, which is what I want to share because I didn't get to share when I was on the show.
Right.
And so when I say I don't remember, that's not a happy feeling for me. I'm like, how did I do this? And I don't remember anything about it.
Well, 200 plus episodes.
I mean,
so.